Thank you, Mel. Pop them in the chat, or unmute yourself and ask away. Love seeing all your faces. Thank you so much. It just makes it so much easier. I don't know if you guys have ever led something like this before. Staring at a bunch of black screens is it's hard to get energy off of that. So half the time I just look at Mel. And sometimes she's not on to give me energy. So it's just helpful to have somebody to look at. Anyway, so Mel, will you kick us off real quick and just start our devotion?
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I'm so excited, you guys, that we're back together and hopping on here together. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my devotional this morning, because I thought it was really appropriate for what we were talking about tonight. So it's called God's Way, and it says, Paul is praying about Christ's unknowable love, and he bursts out in a song of praise. God is able, for he has all power. God is able to do, for he is active and at work in our lives. God is able to do what we ask, for he hears and answers our prayers. God is able to do what we ask or think, for he knows what we dream of, even that which we are afraid to ask for. God is able to do all that we ask or think, for there are no limits to his power and goodness. God is able to do more than all we ask or think, for he is gracious and exceeds our biggest dreams. God is able to do far more than all we ask or imagine, for his power and goodness transcends all boundaries, all boundaries. This is the God we come to. This is the God who hears our every prayer. To him be the glory. And I love that. The scripture, of course, is Ephesians 3. Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think, according to the power at work within us. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus throughout all generations, forever and ever. Amen. And I just love that, because I just feel like we are in this fresh new start. It's a new year, but I don't know, I just feel this newness of our team. And I'm just excited about it, because I know that he will fulfill our needs, but also that he will fulfill anything that we ask. And, and it goes beyond generations. So we're building this amazing, business, but it goes beyond that. It's a legacy we're building for our babies. It's a legacy that we're building for our homes. And you can ask, the sky's the limit, and God's going to give us exceedingly more than we could ever think. So I'm excited. I'm just excited tonight, Mel. You're on mute.
Meandering away. No, I was saying me too. I love it. I'm just super excited. I'm super excited to see some new faces on this call. I'm super excited to see just a group of people that I am watching kill these challenges that we're doing right now, and who are showing us as your leaders who is ready to go to the next level. And I just want to thank you for just stepping up, taking part in these challenges, and making this a priority, because we have made this a priority, and we've gotten to where we are by doing that. And we know that these simple steps, like what we're doing on these challenges every single day, can lead us to that next level. Let us to that next level is what we're trying to work on, leading you guys to that next level too. So tonight, we are going to kind of share. Mel and I both made vision boards, and it's something that we're going to give you guys homework for, because it is going to be a post next week for one of the challenges to share a vision board. And you can make it on your phone, you can make it on paper, you can, cut magazines out. Everybody does it differently. You can put it on a cork board. I make mine as I'm going to show you. It is made on my phone. Right there, and I'll send a picture in the group chat tonight just so that you can see. And I'm gonna kind of go over and just cast my vision for my own future just over you guys. And the reason why we do that is because without a vision or a map, you don't know where to go. Okay, so I went to someplace I didn't know we were going today. We met with a financial advisor, which is something that's on my list too. We met with a financial advisor tonight, and we didn't know where we were going. And I would not have been able to get there without Google Maps, okay, and my MapQuest. And so it's the same thing with this business. Without vision, without a map, you are going to be floundering and spinning your wheels. You're going to be driving around in circles. You're going to be seeing the same block over and over again. You're going to be saying the same paycheck over and over again, or lack of paycheck over and over again. And you have to have a vision. And when people think vision, I think people think of it as a scary thing, or, dreams, like they don't come true. And I think that we lost a piece of that of ourselves. I know that I did before I got into this business, that I just took my daily life as a status quo, and I gave up on hopes and dreams, and, that my life was going to get any better than it was. I was going to work until I was 65 and, retire on a measly amount because I sure didn't save money, and, I just live this cycle in and out, in and out, in and out. And I gave up on my dreams. And so what this business has done is it's opened my eyes to what I can accomplish with extra income, but also that I am worthy of so much freaking more. And it's not even just about income, but that it's just, I can dream and cast vision and not be scared of it. And, even bigger things in my life, and challenging myself to, read my Bible, through the Bible this year. And, just little things like that I'm just so capable of so much more and more growth than I ever thought of myself. I sold myself short. I didn't think I was worthy. And this business has completely changed my life and my mindset. So I wanted to read this because I was looking back through some notes, and this just kind of stuck out to me. And it was from a Zoom that I was on with Cami Pentecost, probably this time last year. And it said, there's no such thing as having no impact. Whether you want to or whether you don't, you're making an impact somewhere. And, that could be on your kids, your life, that could be on social media, that can be on your job every day. The people that you meet, just sitting around the same people like I was tonight at the basketball game, that I always sit around at the basketball game and talking to them, you're making an impact. It made me think of my mom, because my dad left, and my dad was a preacher, and he died 16 years ago, actually a couple days ago. And, she always wondered why the Lord left her here on earth. He was a preacher. He was saving souls. He was doing all these amazing things. And she was like, why did the Lord leave me here on this earth? Because I can't make that kind of impact. And then to sit there at her funeral and listen to people come up to me and talk, and people speak about the impact that she made on their life over the last 16 years that she was left on this earth after my dad. And that she showed Christ's love every single day in her life to the people that were around her. And she had no idea. She had no idea that she was making that kind of impact. And so you guys, you are making an impact too. You are an example. You are making an impact, whether you think it or not. I'm going to use the story of Mel's. She was watching somebody's post. It's a friend of hers. It's a new friend. And this person posted about her word of the year. She made reference to Mel's video, like her talking video, and reference that she had used the word hope and why it had meant so much to her, and reference Mel's video. Mel had no clue. Did she like it? Did she comment it? Did she personally message her? No. But by reading the post, exactly that it was her story that she was sitting here sharing on her Facebook post. And your social media platform is so much bigger than it works. People get invested in you. They sat and watched Mel's video because they got invested in her. And so the whole basis behind us doing these challenges and stepping away from like the the stock posts of the days that we were doing is because your community needs you. They need your presence, they need your impact, they need your example, and they need to know you. And not just in, it's making them better people, because I really believe that's what my page is about. It's about shining a light and giving people a positive light in a dark social media world. But you also will grow your business. And you have no idea. I literally, and here's another thing. I was sitting at the game tonight and I had a police officer come up and sit down next to me. And she said, "Hi, Melody, I'm your Facebook friend." And she introduced herself. She goes, "I've been watching you for years. I just saw you walk in and I came over to introduce myself." I didn't know this lady from Adam. I had to look at her name tag, look her back up on the social media after she left me. But that's what's happening. And that's what I want for you. So whether you think it or not, you're making an impact. You choose whether it's positive or negative. Okay, and so that's what this whole vision casting is. We're switching our mindset to think bigger, grow bigger, but also while we're doing these challenges too, we are connecting with our audience. If she didn't like me, do you think she would have stopped and said hi to me? I don't know this girl. She probably don't know me, but she knew me from Facebook. She wanted to meet me enough to come say hello. Like, we're making an impact. So my vision board on here, I kind of hinted around with meeting a financial advisor. This is the year that I get my finances on track. You know, I'm just going to be completely honest and upfront. My husband and I were young and stupid and made lots of financial wrong decisions. Okay. Spent too much money on credit cards, overdrafted, you name it. We've done it a million times 10. Okay. And just made poor choices. Would get money, and spend it and have just, and therefore our credit is decimated. And we have gotten to a point now where we are getting some stability. And so, and that's after years of just screwing ourselves over. And so we met with this person today, just because we're getting some money from my mom, and, we're trying to figure out how to, I mean, not lots, I'm not by any means a millionaire, but we just want to be very smart with it, which is not something that we would have done in the past. And that's another thing that this business has taught me. And so that's on my list, is to get our finances back in check. And just like every other normal person in America, paying off debt, getting my credit back up, looking for passive income to grow for my family's future. Stop thinking about the here and the now. Everything is not about the paycheck now. I have lots of years to live. And, I look at, I'm 41. 20 years from now, I'm going to be in my 60s. Do I still want to be working on the floor as a nurse? No. Do I still want my husband out there in the 30-degree weather building a fence today? No, I don't. I want to have a different life. And that comes with me taking responsibility and thinking bigger. And so that's why we met with them today, just to plan a little bit differently for our future with long-term benefits, generational benefits, passive income benefits, things that are bigger than paycheck to paycheck. So, I challenge you guys to think of that too. Think of a generational change. It's just not just affecting you, it's affecting your babies too, and your grandbabies and their babies after that. So I put on here a picture of me and my husband, and it says a monthly date night. We're really bad about that. We're very busy. You guys see my pictures. I just got back from a basketball game. We literally have 4 basketball games this week, every night, 4 nights this week. We're driving an hour away to one tomorrow night, and it's busy constantly. And so I put a monthly date night on here because a weekly is out of the question. We would never get it done. I work 3 nights a week. We have basketball 4. And so that's every day. And I took some time off this week. But the next thing is lose 50 pounds. I've got 50 pounds. I've got like 40 pounds to get under 200. 50 would be like my goal weight. I've already lost 60. So that's kind of my goal, is to finish off this year, is to drop, that'll be 110 pounds. So that's one of my big goals. I put on here to earn all It Works strips that they offer. So whether it's offered through corporate, whether it's offered through Elite or Freedom, whoever puts on the extra trips and the incentives to work really hard to earn, I put that I'm earning all of those. I put that I want to earn $20,000 a month in this business. That's a big financial goal that I want to meet. I told you guys that last year I met and exceeded my monthly nursing income every month. And so that's something that's my goal to meet this year. I want to read the whole Bible this year. I've done that once before. I'm anxious to get to do that again. Build a large savings. I want to be triple diamond this year. As far as ranking, I want to start building a home or planning for that building of that home. I want to be a landowner. And some of this ties in with Mel. Part of our future and dream is to buy a large amount of land for our families and to create a space for our future generations to be able to live off of and create some passive income for us and for our future children with an event barn, place to hold weddings. We want to have like little houses and chalets for renting. And so all of that goes into buying that land. And that's something that the two of us have dreamed together with our families, to be able to offer that for our children, to be able to build their homes on this large expansive land, and have everyone be a golf cart right away. And have that land be free. So they just have to build their home or live in one of our little chalets that we have, and help them not make some of the same mistakes that we did, going into the debt that we did, to be able to provide that for them and help them and lead them in the right way, that we didn't make those smart choices. I want to flip a house. That's something my husband and I have always wanted to do. And so I looked at him today and I said, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great just to be able to, because our credit holds us back from so much, even though that, we're in a decent financial place. I said, wouldn't it just be great just walk into the bank for this house and just flip it? And we're so close to being there. And that's just a huge thing on my list that I'd love to see that happen for us this year. I have a Nashville trip with my besties. That would be my best friend right there, Mel. We're going to Nashville in February for the It Works conference, or the road rally. And so I'm excited about that. We're taking our husbands along. We're having a couples weekend. I have on here, look for opportunities for long-term income. I've kind of already talked to you guys about that. Exercise 3 to 4 times a week. I'm going to use my spin bike, and that is my goal. I am not doing 75 hard because it burned me the crap out, and I will not be doing that again. Even though I learned a lot about myself and it was great, it was wonderful, but twice a week working out is just way too much. So 3 to 4 times a week. And then I put intentional family time, because that's probably the hardest thing for me to do, because of how busy our schedule is, and working 3 nights a week, babysitting Kai during the week, is making intentional family time, and just choosing to spend time individually with my kids, and organize things for us to do, because we're so busy that sometimes we just want to be lazy. And we went bowling this last week and to the movies this last week because of the boys' birthdays. And it was so fun, like to just get out of the house and be normal, and do that. And I literally, that made me put that on this list, because I just needed to plan out stuff instead of being lazy and just laying around the house, even though that's what we want to do. It was just a lot of fun to do that. And then I put on here 2 vacations this year, because a lot of times we just don't even get to take one. Because of how crazy life is, and sometimes finances, and that's just a reality. And so I'm making that change. My word of the year is reboot, and I've shared that with some of you guys. I think I even shared that in the group chat. I feel like this business is rebooting. The way that we're earning bonuses, the way that we're earning cash. They're not talking a ton about ranks. They're talking a lot about bonuses and 4-in-1. And I think that even in my personal life, I just need like a kick in the butt, reboot, start over. So it's almost like this whole our team as a whole is just starting fresh and new from square one. Again, why we started these challenges every day for you guys, these posting challenges, to just start fresh, teach you guys how to post, how we post, and that's what's made us successful, because you will not see spammy posts on our page ever. And so that not doing those kind of posts and being more authentic and real is what has helped us reach our audience enough to stop and talk to me, and not and here's the key, you guys, because when you spam them to death in Facebook, they're going to think you're going to spam them to death in person. And I'm just, that's like a drop the mic moment right there. Because you spam them to death on Facebook, guess what they think that you're going to be like in real life? They're going to see you in the grocery store and go the other way. You want them to come tap you on the shoulder and say, hi, I'm so and so, I just saw you walk in and I wanted to meet you. We've been Facebook friends for a couple of years. That's what you want. You want people to love you, fall in love with you, respect you for what you do as a business and as a business owner, but also know that you can be real and relatable and talkable. And I didn't talk one thing about a product. She wasn't even afraid to approach me about it. Okay. It's about relationships. So Mel, I'm gonna let you take it over.
Hey. Okay, so I didn't put makeup on tonight just so that you would feel comfortable enough to just show up as you. And so that's one of the things that I want you to think about when you're making your dream board. I did mine as well on my phone because it's just easier. But you can do it any way you want to. Use a poster board. Last year I had this dream board. I was gonna see if I could see it, but I can't. Anyways, I moved and now I'm in this office that does these funny ceiling things, and you can't hang hardly anything on the wall because the walls are like this big in the sides, and so I can't do it that way. So I just put it on my phone this time. So, but do it whichever way you want to. But I want you to feel comfortable in this space, and I just feel like maybe before you were intimidated, maybe some of the people on our team were intimidated. I don't know, but don't ever feel intimidated. Don't ever feel like you can't ask us a question, any of those kinds of things, because we are here for you no matter what. And half of the time when Mel's working, she's up all during the night. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll see it through the night too. Like, don't ever think you can't reach out to us. If you need to call me, please call me. We are always here for you guys. But I want you to put one thing in the chat for me. If you've already done your dream board, say yes. If you haven't, say no, just so we kind of know what's up. Okay. And so, all right, so is everybody awake? Is everybody awake? If you're awake, raise your hand if you're awake. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure that you guys know that we are kind of switching gears as far as 4-in-1. And so 4-in-1 is where we are doing 4 customers and 1 friend. Okay. So I want you guys to really focus on that because we all need help building our charts. Okay. We haven't been told charts are going away. We haven't been told that, but we do know that 4-in-1 is the direction the company is going. We do know that. Okay. They haven't got rid of that. They haven't dismissed that. So 4 customers, 1 friend. Okay. What does that do? That brings in income, extra bonuses for you. Okay. So please do not disregard that. Okay. I know right now it seems like it's easier to get customers, and that's okay. The more customers you get, if you keep them on your top line, the more money you're going to make, right? Because for every 4 customers, you get $50. Okay, so do not miss out on this money. Okay, this is money that the company does not have to give us. They don't have to, but they are. And so I got a bonus today, $50 bonus today. Okay, so do not think that what you're doing and what you're putting on your social media, that people aren't watching you, because I promise you they are. I can promise you that out of those 4 people that I got the bonus from, 3 of them reached out to me. They reached out to me after I put a post up. Now, the other one came from a host to post. So if you're not doing host to post, you're missing out. Today, tonight, during this call, I have gotten 2 orders. Okay, 2 orders tonight during this call. Those came from host to post. Do not do host to post. Like, I can't tell you that enough. Do not do host to post. Okay, do host post. Even if you run into a snag, just disregard and move forward, because there are people out there who haven't heard you, who don't know your story, and who want products. So please, please, please do not miss out on any of that. Also, there's a $4,000 bonus on the table this month. Okay, if you're not running with this business, you are going to be hating yourself next month that you didn't run for it. Okay. So please, it's a new day. It's a new year. You guys run for it because it is there for you to get. I promise you, because I just got a bonus today. It's there for you. So run for it. We're excited for you. We're here, running alongside you and helping you and doing everything that we can to help you build your business, because when you win, we all win. And we're all a team, and we all want to see us all succeed. So let's run for it. All right.
And make sure you guys are using the graphic and popping it in the chat so we can celebrate and cheer each other on. Okay, you guys. I know Mel and I try to be real religious and share our graphic. She's made a cute one with lips on it. But make sure you do that and pop that in there, and just be proud of yourself. Be proud of it and pop that in there. But like one thing Mel and I talked a lot about as we were watching people get their Christmas cash bonuses, and lots of money was being handed out. They paid out millions of dollars. It Works did in bonuses, and we, instead of, and to be honest, Mel and I kind of fought the 4-in-1 idea, because we were so used to charting for charts. And for those of you that are new, you've heard of all the levels: ruby, emerald, diamond, all that kind of thing. And we're so focused on that, and what we realized is that we missed out on thousands of dollars by focusing on the wrong thing. And so instead of taking what the company's given us, which is this gift of, being able to reward us for four customers and 1 distributor, and reaching out to people that were making that happen in their teams, what we found was that they were just embracing it. And how they were teaching their new distributors was to get distributors first and worry about loyal customers all month long. And so if you notice, a lot of our challenges are business focused. If you guys haven't noticed, how many product posts have we done in 6 days? I think 1, maybe 2. Most of them have been a personal focus on the business, a business community mindset. Because the biggest thing that we hear from you guys is that you're struggling to get distributors. And you're struggling to sign distributors. How you sign distributors is by attracting them, and then by asking them. And so you have to get into conversations. And like Mel said with Host to Post, pretty much 100%. I want to say 98% of my customers come from Host to Post. They don't come from I did have a post below up last week. That hasn't happened in a really long time. And that's the first one I've had in months and months, probably. Usually I get 0 comments. I may get 1 comment from one of you. But most of my 98% of my sales come from Host to Post. And just being consistent, and people are like, well, I ask, and some people put up and I don't get any comments. You have to think those Host to Posts are just like your post. Only 2 to 3% of your friends see your posts. You have 100 friends, only 2 to 3 friends are seeing your post. Now, when one of us comments, we boost it to another 2 to 3 friends. When you comment to our comment, you boost it to another 2 to 3 friends, which is why we've been encouraging you guys to share your posts when you're doing the challenge so that we can comment and encourage you. Because we're boosting it. And every time you comment, it's boosted out to another 2 to 3% of your friends. Okay. That's how it gets out there. So when you think that you have a post that gets no comments and you're like, I ain't getting no comments, it's those 2 to 3 friends are either skinny, fat, don't think they want to do it. I say fat loosely because I am too. They don't want to make money. They think you're a scam. They're bored, whatever it is, they just have no reason to comment. Okay. Which is why we've been trying to encourage you guys to boost those. But you can't give up on that. It's the same thing with your Host to Post. You put up 10 Host to Posts. You've asked 10 people, all 10 of them put up there. You get 1 that gets 1 comment. That's a win. That's my ratio. My ratio is 1 out of every 10 gets comments. So you got to think that ratio is for Host to Post for me. Then that's pretty much my ratio for posting for myself too. I only post 1 time a day. If I only post 1 time a day, that takes 10 days for somebody to comment on my post. You see where I'm going here, you guys? You cannot be discouraged by the amount of likes or comments that you get on your posts, because it is a numbers game. I post once a day. It takes 10 days for me to get one person interested. That does, and commenting. That don't mean they buy. That doesn't mean they sign up as a distributor. You have to do more. And so I don't know if you guys watched Brittany Landrum's 4-in-1, earning your $4,000 bonus video. It is very, very good. And it really breaks down how simple it is to be able to claim this $4,000 bonus, and how that breaks down this month is doing that whole cycle. That means you sign up 4-in-1 times 3. Those 3 distributors that you got all do their 4-in-1 too. That gets you $100. That gets you the $350, the $500 per 4-in-1 cycle, and then the $2,500 bonus this month. That is still very much on the table for all of you. People are wanting weight loss right now. People are wanting to make money. They are broke after Christmas. They have on their vision board, just like I shared with you, wanting financial freedom. My husband's face. Wanting financial freedom. They're wanting to do better with their bills. They are just very much like you. And that's why you have to be authentically you and relatable to be able to reach them. So that's really all that Mel and I have for you tonight, is to embrace the 4-in-1. Make sure that you're doing it. Make sure that when you bring that one in, and as you get a new distributor, we would ask for you to message Mel and I, put us all in a group chat with that new distributor, so that we can help kind of walk you through getting them started. Because what I'm going to challenge you to do is to take them through this challenge. Say they sign up at the end of the month. Take some of the challenges that we've done, look back on your page, and give those same tasks to them to do. Okay? Don't start them off spamming people. Teach them what we're trying to teach you right now. To be you, show you, and be authentic. And then you teach them how to host a post and bring customers in. Because that you have 30 days to do that. What has happened, and what has happened with me personally with the 4-in-1, is I can get the customers like that. It's getting that distributor. Well, if I'm having trouble and I'm 3.5 years in, my brand new distributor who's at 30 day, who's getting at day 28, she doesn't have any clue how to sign up a distributor. She's been working on getting customers for 28 days. Now, all of a sudden, I'm telling her she only has 2 days to get her distributor to earn $150, or for me to get my $350. She has no clue how to do that, which is why on day 1, we have to start teaching them how to bring in those distributors and then work on customers. All right, does anybody have any questions before we end tonight? No? Okay. All right, you guys. Love you. I'm so glad you hopped on.
Thank you both.
You're so welcome. And Mel, will you end that recording real quick?